Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to TCG University. It's me, Noah, here with
James
and Oliver.
We're going over Ice this time for our Final Fantasy set review for Opus 21. I know it says Dawn of Heroes in the corner, and I completely forgot to change that, but don't worry. It's Beyond Destiny, Beyond Light. Which one is this one? What's it titled?
I don't know. I was spoiler free.
I think it's Beyond Destiny.
don't worry, it's Opus 21.
Even though it says Dawn of Heroes in the top, don't worry about it. All right.
It'll be fixed in
You may
post.
fix that later.
I'll probably fix that in post.
We're going to start with him because I want the third one.
Yeah, so we'll just go this way in a circle. You're up first.
Even though I really do like this Red Mage.
We got a 2-drop Red Mage multi-playable special unit. It's a forward standard unit with 5k power. When Red Mage enters the field, choose one character, duel and freeze it. That's nuts. When Red Mage forms a party and attacks, choose character, duel and freeze it.
I was going to ask because I really liked it.
This card is nuts.
It's disgusting. I'm so happy for
this drop.
I'm so happy for this fucking
Oh
card.
my god, dude.
Like, here's the thing. It's easily snipeable. But if, like we were talking about with
Are you really gonna try to AMA this? Like literally
Tifa from the last video, if it's the last video, is like it's still nuts if it stays on the board. If not, I'm putting it on the board, dull freezing and doing swingings with something else. And if it stays on the board, I'm just gonna party attack and dull freeze something anyways.
Yeah. Dude, I'm going to dull freeze the dude that's there, and then on your turn, when you're going to play a second dude, I'm going to juggler you for 2, and I'm going to dull that dude. Now I'm going to party swing, and I'm going to dull freeze another dude.
The fun thing is you can party swing with 2 of these and dull freeze 2 things.
Yeah, because it's multi-playable.
Nice. And it chooses characters, which is also really nice. This card's like a 5.
Oh, my God.
It does enough for being a 2 cost.
I'm going to do 4.
I'm going to give it 4. I give it a 4 because it's easily kill. It's easily kill.
Reserved for like super broken things.
Yeah.
A 4 4
needs something else to be good.
Yeah. It's not.
It's good by itself, so like it's a 4.
But it's not completely
not
self-sufficient.
good.
Yeah, it's not completely self-sufficient.
This thing does not want to like.
It'd be like that.
Fall over.
Dude, you can play this off of Negris.
Astos! Let's go! 4-drop EX burst.
Stop.
Strangers of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins. Dark Elf, forward 8k EX burst when he enters the field or leaves the field, gain a crystal. That's nuts. And then pay 3 crystals, duel all the forwards the opponent controls, then deal 9k damage to all the duel forwards the opponent controls.
That is
Ice has
hilarious.
A board wipe.
That is hilarious.
Ice has a legitimate board wipe. You have to play crystals, but like
I'm already playing them.
Yeah.
We play Shantoto.
I lied. You just play this in fuck, what's her name? Cat 8, Squall's chick in Cat 8, Renoa. You just Renoa this and you gain 3 crystals. On play, gain 1. Renoa flicker, leaves, gain a crystal, comes back in, gain a crystal. Done.
We're set up, boys.
That's the other thing. If we're gonna start playing more crystals, I'm just gonna play Materia too.
I mean, yeah. Might as well.
Yeah.
But it is really funny that you can do that.
Also has Brave.
But it also has Brave.
A Brave AK.
This is one of the cards that Ice actually kind of needed because Ice needed a board wipe.
This could really help push Ice too because he's Brave. You just go, okay, cool, Brave swing on stack, pay 3, tap, boop. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, it's so gross. What?
Even if it doesn't kill things, it dulls the entire board.
Yeah.
It still pushes for Ice's game.
Yeah.
Like it gets.
And you don't lose anything out of it outside.
It also can save you on your opponent's turn because when they begin their turn, you're like, in response, I'm gonna do it.
It's not your turn.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
What's Astos? Is he a hero?
He's a hero.
God, this card's so fucking good.
I'm going 5 because I think it does enough to be a 5.
I think, especially under Ice, I think it does enough.
I give it 4.
Actually,
Brave AK that gets 2 crystals.
I'm gonna drop to a 4 only for the simple fact that we had a card that had similar things like this that nobody played. Granted, it wasn't 5 costs.
What was it?
It was the 5-drop FFBE Ice card that says on enter, I think, gain a crystal and then like pay 3, duel it, do like duel 2 or 3 dudes or something.
Cloud Darkness?
No, I said it was an FFBE card. That played. It came out the same set that Glycelia came out. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Here, you can do the cool.
The dude. I know.
Kurtz.
Kurtz or whatever.
Yeah. He's from the Brave Exodus game, or the other game, not the Brave Exodus game. The other.
Oh yeah, you're up on the next one.
Yep.
Okay. Altamisha. It's a legend. 5-drop 9k, which we'll get to it later if you've seen the spoiler. Grievous, General Grievous plays this card. Ultimisia cannot be chosen by your opponent's summons. When she enters the field, you remove up to 5 characters that cost 5 or more from your break zone from the game. And when you remove 1 or more cards, you choose the same number of characters as the cards removed this way dole them and freeze them, your opponent discards 1 card.
Curry was that?
Yeah.
Whatever. When he enters, gain a crystal. When a forward the opponent controls put from the field to the break zone, gain a crystal only once per turn, and then pay 3 crystals, dole him, and freeze all characters your opponent controls. You can only use it during your turn. Nobody played that ever.
Yeah. I forgot that card exists.
But Astos is, in my opinion, still
much
cooler.
better. So this card's just going right in the Marv deck.
Mm-hmm.
Because why would I not just have an option to get rid of my own cards?
I mean, she can't be chosen by
cool
summons,
things.
which is super sick.
She's still a 5-drop 9K.
Yep. Which is insane.
I kind of need more ice cards. I felt like ice was the underbalanced card outside
is
of my
funny.
4 symbols.
Yeah.
Since it started as a Verstow deck, yes.
Yeah.
It's real funny. I was like looking at that. I don't play. The only colors I don't play are light because I play like 2 dark cards, and I don't play water or wind.
I will say though, her specifically in Verstale, and they even mentioned, I think, because this is a card of the week spoiler, they were like, this goes well with Verstale.
Yeah.
Because you're pitching so many cards to make the CP for 5-cost cards that you're gonna hit 5 cards and remove
Easy.
and don't
By,
freeze
like,
things.
turn
Like
3.
Yeah.
By turn 2.
she drops a board and makes your opponent discard.
Yep.
And then you just swoop in with everything else because you go burr.
Here's the thing: you build your entire board state like the 4 dudes, and then on the next turn I go, dole everything. Cool, swing.
Yeah.
This
Dole
gave me an
freeze
easy
them.
kill
Yeah,
condition.
it's dull freeze.
Yeah.
Which is so much better.
It gives me a kill condition. Because
Yep.
the deck
Or no,
used to
sorry,
have-
it's just freeze.
No,
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 it's dull
dole.
freeze. Okay,
Dole
there it
them
is.
and then
and
your
freeze
opponent
them.
discards a card.
And they discard one.
It gives you like my deck had a good option of board building, but it couldn't always get rid of everything and had to play this like match game. Now it just goes, I'll build everything. My next turn, dole freeze everything, going in.
Oh, did you hit this off Arden? That's even cooler.
Yeah.
That's weird. Somebody's honking.
Somebody honking.
Okay, cool. So
5.
5.
Yeah, 5 for me.
Uh,
Actually, 4.
I give it 4 because it's restricted
It's
to 5
only
costs.
restricted to like this Verstow deck. We're
She's
building.
up to 5 characters. The cost for yeah, she's restricted for
She's
that.
a niche, but she does well in her niche.
Next one. Oh, she also has a full art.
Scholar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, the Scholar backup for Crystal Gen. That's gonna be really good
This is
with
gonna
that.
be this is real
That's
good
gonna be
idea.
really good with the new Astros. Play the 2-cost
Yeah, Astros
Geomancer.
has me so
Make
hyped.
it. Then play this, and then you're like, now play Astros. I have 3 crystals. I have a response to you now.
Whenever if you don't deal with him on the turn after I play him, which it's a little rough because he's a 4-drop 8K.
Yeah.
Especially if you drop him early, it's rough.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I
I'm
don't
glad
think you're gonna
these
get it done
backups are nice. These backups are nice.
Yeah, honestly, I put these backups at a solid 3, but because I think crystals are so important, if you're playing a crystal deck, these bump up to an easy 4.
Yeah. Yep.
Next one, Kyros.
Kyros.
3-drop 7K Cat 7 Warrior. He's ice, which is not really what Warrior looks for itself. But you can free play him off of Tavis. Tavis, whatever. I'm gonna say Tavis right now.
But that still doesn't do anything.
Warp 1, and when he enters the when
he
him
enters due
or
to
a
warp.
forward enters the field due to warp. I was like, what? Choose a character and don't freeze it, which is like kind of cool. If you're playing
If
a warp based deck,
if you
it's
have,
really
like, an
good.
ice-sided warp deck.
Which you kind of can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't feel like it's strong enough.
It's not there yet, but it's possible.
I think in a couple of sets, if they keep doing warp, this would be a decent card.
Yeah. Well, so think about it. You have Vayne to speed things up,
Yep.
but you have under ice and under
You have-
wind. You have Sophie. You
Theodore.
have Theodore. You have
Beldot.
Beldot.
Or not Bart's Kane. Bart's?
No.
There's no warp barts.
There's no Warp Arts or Warp Cane.
Is it...
There's the 4-color or the 4-drop Melvin, who also
Melvin.
warps. Charlotta, which
Charlotta.
under ice wind is fine. She warps. Like you have options. There's a good chunk of options to play where this can almost go off every other turn. But I don't know if it's necessary to play this realistically when Locke still exists and Sid still exists.
Yep.
So I put this card at like a 2.5.
Yeah. I'd give it a 2. It's very limited what it can do. He's also a 7K, so it's kind of a little weird.
The Bart's I'm thinking of is a crystal card.
Yeah. But
Not a warp.
he'll be neat.
Light one?
The newer one.
Oh yeah.
He'll be
okay,
he'll
yeah.
be neat.
Yeah.
My brain was...
His full art looks sick.
I do like his full art. I want the full art. Honestly, the full art for these, I want at least one copy of each. I think I have a Cecil and a Cypher and a Fujin. So I think I need this Kyros and I need the Ward currently. And the Ultimecia because she also follows the same pattern. Next one, Bard.
I'll let him do that one. I want to do the Grieve. No, actually, I'll do Bard because I want this one.
Yeah.
I'll do Bard. He's a 4-drop 4. Bard, obviously. Standard unit. Cat 14. Pay 0, choose a forward to lose all abilities until the end of the turn. You can only use this ability once per turn.
I think that's nuts.
I think it's really, really fucking good.
Gross.
Because if you are able to submit this out, you can shut down wolves for a turn, which is really nice.
Yep.
I still think it's only like a 3, mainly because it doesn't do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
At least if you play Porum, it's cheaper. It does a thing, and then the more turns
gets
it's out, it builds up.
Mm-hmm.
This one just says it's a 4-drop and just sits there.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is a 4-drop 8K, so it's a solid body.
And but it's also easy to snipe.
Yeah.
It's in the range we're talking about, which is 8 and up.
3.
Yep.
It's a 3. It's a 3 for me. 3 out of 5.
3.
Honestly, I put it like a 2. I love its ability. That's probably why I would bump it up to a 3. But like other than that, everything else on the card just says 2 to me. Next one, Griever. It does not have a full art. I thought it had a full art. This is like one of the first spoilers that came out. You're gonna love this shit.
6 cost forward Griever. Mobius 7. Is that what it is? It looks like a 7. When the Griever is put from the field into the break zone, you may search for Job Witch.
Yep, Job Witch.
Job Witch and
8.
play it, or it's category 8. Then that makes more sense. Job Witch and play it onto the field. Tap, select one of the 2 following actions. Choose one, duel forward. Opponent controls, break it.
Sick.
Your opponent discards a card.
They want me to build this Marv deck so fucking bad.
Yeah, it's cool. It is a 6 cost, so it's a little weird because usually you only have one backup in Marv, so like it can be a little weird. But hey, it'd be cool.
Just pitch the
I
hand,
built
okay.
3. I built 3 to 4.
Yeah.
You know what witches it searches out?
Ultimecia.
Ultimecia. You know what Ultimecia I care about?
The 4-drop water
The
one.
4-drop dark Ultimecia, but the water backup would be hilarious. Be like, what?
I want to add it for the meme of just doing this.
Or
Ultimecia is great in
Or
hand.
you could play.
This is good.
You could play the 4-drop water backup that says sack one. If you have another dude on, sack one of your dudes and steal theirs.
Aren't Cloud of Darknesses witches too?
Cloud of Darkness is not a witch. No.
Oh, rip.
I think they're just clouds of darkness.
Oh, rip.
I think it's really sick to be able to play the 4-drop water and go, bip. Oh, did I hit an Arden? Pop the one I just put in. Play 2 more dudes.
It's so funny. Oh my god, I love this card. This card.
I don't think I'm gonna play the 4-drop water, but I'm definitely playing this. It's a Mobius, which means my wool says I can play it. Mm-hmm. It's not up yet, but when that Marv deck comes out, take some notes, kids.
Take some notes, kids. Be like, it's the SpongeBob meme. Jot that down. That's real good. I'm not going that far into editing. Okay. I podcast wise,
you did the one video like, I'm okay with myself.
It wasn't that bad to get that all through.
I liked when I said I'm
tilted.
tilted.
I was like this. I don't know why it took me forever to figure that out, but like as I was doing it, you go the mic's tilted. I'm tilted, and I was like, oh, this would be like haha if I just like tilted it right. And for whatever reason,
funny.
I lost my shit on that.
The moment you cut it.
All right.
It was really funny.
Next one. Oh, sorry, Griever 5.
Yeah, Griever 5.
Especially just because it has so many options, and it's a 6-drop body, and if they 6-drop 9K, and if they don't deal with it, you just net value forever. Choosing dual forwards to break, gross. So Shiva James,
the best card
it's got
in the
a
set.
full art.
It's about to be oh my god, it's so good. Shiva's a 1-drop summon. I think it's set 2. I think it's Cat 2.
Yes.
Cat 2.
If you cast Shiva, you remove up to 4 ice cards from the break zone from the game as an extra cost. Choose a character, dull and freeze it, and if you pay the extra cost, return Shiva to its hand. It's a 1-drop bounce. Woo!
Like Ice is gonna have trouble building 4 cards in its break zone ever. Late game, this card's insane.
Late game, it's like dull, 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 dull. I played all my backups, dulled your entire board. Swing, swing, swing.
Yeah, Dull Freeze.
I love this card.
Dull Freeze.
Yeah, it's Dull Freeze, which just makes it so
This
much
is
better.
actually like something I think the Shiva deck needed too, which was
Another Shiva that's good.
a Shiva that's good.
Yeah.
So we're not playing smaller Shivas that aren't as great.
Yeah.
It's really weird. They've made two different 2-drops that I think are very, very good for the Shiva engine, but you don't want to play too many of them because they're not great. Like there's one that says ice dudes don't take damage. That's fucking sick. Like they play like their Titan or something, or their like demon. And you just go, well, that can't deal damage to things, so that sucks. Like that's real sick, but I don't need 3 of it in my deck.
You don't.
I'm so excited. I need to pick up one more full art from Steph.
James says 5.
5.
I
actually say 10, but I'm not allowed to. So
I say it's a solid 3.5 to 4. For sure.
You give it a 4.
What'd you say?
3.54.
4.
I'm gonna say 7 to make up for the 2 points they didn't give.
That's not how that works.
That's
Next
how I'm
card.
saying it works.
Oh, this was actually one of our spoilers.
Oh, okay. Squall.
Insert video here.
Hope you guys enjoyed that Squall video. All right, go ahead, talk about it.
Okay.
I like that you waited so you had a
3-drop
moment.
Squall. Forward mercenary Waff character. Oh baby, James, you have Waff.
Oh, don't worry,
First
it's better.
strike. When Squall attacks, if you control 2 or more category Waff characters, your opponent discards 1 card. That's pretty sick for 3 cost. Pay 0. Choose 1 blocking forward. Deal it 3k damage. You can only use this ability once per turn. Hey, it trades up, brother. It trades up.
Especially with rain on board.
And it's a first strike.
Especially with rain on board.
Yeah.
It trades up on its own, and rain just says it kills things.
Yeah.
Rain says it kills anything up to 13
Dude, you could play
or 14.
Or if you're playing like an ice lightning
4,
like
7,
semi monster build with the other rain, you're just like, I'll give this haste. I'll give it haste. It's going in. It's going in on turn 1, brother.
The first strike is nuts.
Yep.
The first strike
the,
with just
the
with
on-play
3K
discard is insane. The 3K by itself is fine too.
makes him nuts.
Like,
The
that's what
3K
makes it
first
so much
strike
better.
is so nasty.
It trades with the wool, brother.
Yeah, it trades with the wool. Well, yeah, it 1-for-1 trades with the wool. They both die.
It can't trade with the 5K in a wool, but
Yeah.
it can't even trade with the 5K in a wool if they rain. It sucks.
What do you mean 5K wool? Like if
It has first strike.
Wool
It
5Ks?
cancels each other out.
Yeah, never mind. Sorry,
They're both first strike, so
I'm
they're
thinking
both.
he goes up to
Yeah,
5.
yeah.
No.
You're fine. Still trades
Yeah,
with wool. Yeah,
it's super cool. I like this card a lot. I was really happy that you got this as your spoiler. Coincidentally, we got really lucky, as you can see in our video history, and we both got a spoiler for TCGU collectively. It was random, and I thought he was getting the same card I did.
Dude,
but
there's cards in here I haven't seen yet for WoW.
yeah, exactly. So we're gonna move on to the next one. The Squall's easily a 5 in WoF. I think outside of WoF, you could easily fit 2 WoF characters in just to even make the Squall function. Still, it would be like a 3, 2.
Yeah, I give it a
4.
3. I give it a 3.
Like it's still a really good card to play. Next one,
I want you to know I'm going on like a 5-minute rant when we get down here.
Snow. Is
Is
this
it
me or you?
I think it's you.
Oh, it's
He
me.
did-
Cool.
He did.
I like how we had 2 WoF cards and you'll get those. Snow, 2-drop, 5K. If you control 2 or more WoF characters, he gains haste. Nuts. Won't matter with rain. But when he attacks, you get to choose a character and don't freeze it.
Here's
And
the
then
thing,
at
it
damage
does
3, he
matter?
gains 3K power. Yeah, 3K power.
It means early game, I have a haster that I can swing with and push in.
Yeah, which is still
Which
good.
WoF needed. WoF needed this idea of pushing and making some aggression,
Mm-hmm.
where instead of just build board state, play rain, swing in, 'cause that's easy to counter. It just goes, get rid of rain.
Yeah.
Now this has some. There's more things that are happening.
Yeah.
Rather than build
It's
board
not.
state, swing.
It's not as reliant on rain.
Yep.
Like
Rain makes it nasty, but you
But
can
you
do
don't
things
need
without
her.
it.
Yeah,
Yep.
can
I've
build
been
a board
playtesting
state
this a
without
Free
bit
cost.
too under Fire
How
Ice.
dare you play test without me?
It's only
Play test
on,
in the deck I want to play when I won't play proxies.
yeah, because I want to know how to beat it.
You're gonna need to.
I know.
all I'm gonna be playing.
I'll give it. I give it a 3.
I'm giving it's a
Under
3.
WoF, it's an easy 4.
It's an easy 4 under
but
WoF. But like
Standard wise, if it's not be playing under WoF, I give it a 2. Honestly, I'd play
It's
other
not
cards
great,
over
yeah.
it. I just play the backup to
That
just get a
squall's
goal.
like a solid 3.5, 4 by itself.
Yeah.
Which is nasty.
Next card, James.
That's
Oh, this is funny. This isn't a WoF card, and we know the
No.
next one is.
I'm telling you, I'm taking the next one beneath it
no.
because 100%. I'm ranting about it.
You can rant. That's fine.
Once per turn, you can cast a card removed by Setser's abilities at any time you can normally cast it. When Setzer enters the field, you choose 2 forwards in your break zone and remove them from the game. This card's disgusting. Oh my god.
Renoa the sets and you get 4.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Ice needed this too. Ice has no way of rebuilding its board
Its
state.
recursion is very hard,
Yep.
and if these are gone, then you have things are gone. You have
This
the
card
ability to
says
play
you can
things out.
replay things that are going to get destroyed. So like things that are like easy hits, like playing things like Scarlet or Sarah that are going to instantly get sniped off the board because they're slow ping stuff. This just says, well, I'll play them again. They're only 2 costs. Pitch 1, play it.
Yeah, or tap 2, play it.
Yeah,
Like who cares?
like it-
Tap 5 play sets or tap 3 play sets or tap 2 play.
This
one of
also
them.
says, honestly, actually like this idea more. Play 1 backup, turn 1, turn 2. After pitch some more backups. Setzer, get rid of them. Play them back on the board.
It's forwards.
Does it?
Forwards.
Damn
So
it.
pitch 2 forwards to play backups, and then
Damn.
sets
Yeah.
them back out, which is still fine.
Which it was more about I wanted to build backup because the problem that Ice has, it has to choose between playing offense, which is very hard for it already, building backups, or playing defense. It's very. It has to it's like a 2 to 3 thing. You can only choose 2 in this triangle. and Ice's good ability is only to choose defense and backups.
Yeah.
It can't choose offense.
Yeah.
And if it chooses offense, it has to give up either defense or backups.
And
But this
Ice,
kind of fixes
I think
it.
Ice needs the backups the most, but yeah.
Yeah. Ice definitely needs the backups. And
I
think
this card-
fixes it.
It's a hero.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's like a solid 4 almost.
Oh, I'm yawning so
It's
much.
a 4.
Solid 4.
It's a 3.
I wish
It's a
it was
3 drop
I wish it was
5K.
a 5 cost.
Next card. Okay, sorry.
I wish it was a 5 cost.
Fucking Marv players, dude.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
swear,
you're up,
man.
Oliver.
I like how we're saying it's Marv.
5 drop Terra.
this is a 5 drop?
Forward summoner Waff. When Terra enters the field, you may search for 2 ice summons, each with different cost, and add them to your hand. It has a special, which is pretty sick. Discard 1 summon, choose 1 forward, deal at 9k. That's actually pretty good.
Discard 2, kill a dude? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, pay for shoot a dude, yeah.
And it's an 8k. Well, it's not bad. I kind of like it.
Solid. I think it's a solid 3.
It's a solid 3. It's not like overly
5
good.
is hefty. 5 is hefty, especially on
Yeah.
Waff, but
Yeah.
Outside of Wolf, I think this card's still really good for Ice.
oh yeah. Let's pick
Your
up 2 dudes.
spellbook deck, I know you play a different Terra, but if you wanted to, this does just find you any summon you want,
Yep.
which is really nice.
It's like this is a good early
And
turn play.
she finds the Shiva that she can free cast directly after, so she like really doesn't lose. She gains more in value than anything else out of that too.
It
which
does
is
like
insane.
a good. This is like a good one up to play early game to get your summons out of the deck, and then late game have them when you play the other two.
Yeah, she's really cool. I like her.
Time
I'll
to
put her at a
rant.
3.
I'll activate this!
All right, the girl forgot her name. I
Time to
also want to
rant.
rant about this. I
You can go next one.
understand.
There's a full art.
I understand the reason that they printed this card. I don't like it, but it's fine because you can play WoF under
I
2
hate
different
it.
colors.
I hate it.
The girl forgot her name. If you don't know what this card does, just take the Earth version and then switch it to Ice because that's all it is. It's the same exact card,
Same
same
fucking
exact card text,
word
just a
for
different
word.
element.
But it has a full art, which I'm.
It does have a full art, which is really cool.
I'm gonna be real honest. I'm real happy I can max this deck.
As
with real
annoying
pretty.
as that is for me and probably James and maybe even Oliver, where they literally just took a card and reprinted it and just slapped a new element on it.
Ice
I
needed
do
it.
think Ice needed it.
But or Ice Waff needed it. I think it should have been the Mask Girl. The one that says break a 4-drop or less. That's Dole.
They should have done that.
They should have did that. Because
That's fair. 'Cause
Here's
that's
the thing.
an Earth card too, which is weird.
understandably,
At this
it
point
gives Waff an Earth and Ice character that both searches, but neither of them are EX
Neither of
and
them are
Waff isn't that
multiplayable.
great.
I mean, it's cool if you under title. It's
Title,
cool.
you still get 6. Who cares? Even if they were separate names, you still get 6 of them.
Yeah, but so yeah, it's good because
Your title
WoF needs a
deck's
search, so it's a solid 3 for that.
James, you're gonna play WoF title now.
No.
No.
I already played Waff title most of the time.
Next
I just
one.
built other decks when Fomar.
You're on this one. This
Yep.
was also spoiled. I
When
remember this.
Fomar enters the field, choose a dull forward, deal a 4K. Tap, put in the breakdown, choose a dull forward, deal a 4K. If your opponent has 2 or less cards in hand, deal a 7K instead. Card's neat, but I think it's like a 2-to-1. I think it's too small.
I think it's 1.
I think here's the thing. I think Larketius can get away with this card. But I think that's the only deck that can do that.
I just don't like this. I'm putting this card on 1. I don't
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
fine. That's
Yeah.
all.
I'll
Say
just
1 to 2.
I'll
I
just
think Larketius can get away with it. I don't think he's going to max it out. I think he can play a 2-drop Ice 4 Ice monster that says it's replayable and can dole and hit dole things.
Mira could.
just play
And Mirror.
just
But,
play Buckaboo.
It's
For
I
some
would just play
discard.
Buckaboo
Yeah,
more.
just for some
the
discard
discard's way
cards.
more important.
Yeah.
Next card.
Minwoo.
That's you, Oliver.
2-drop Minwoo. When
ice. Doesn't that fucking suck?
when Minwoo enters the
Don't
field,
talk to
choose
me.
1 character, freeze it. Pay 1 tap, put Minwoo into the break zone, choose 1 character, duel and freeze it. It's interesting, but like
For a 2-drop backup, it's actually not that terrible.
it's not the worst, right? But I'd rather have it on a duel because a freeze is more conditional on your opponent having done something with a character, and like
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, when it comes to backup
Well,
space,
yeah,
Ice doesn't need to
In
fill
all
backup
fairness,
space.
it does say choose a character. So
Yes.
if you go second, you can lock their backup down.
That's
yeah.
which isn't terrible.
It's neat, but
I think in the
backups.
first 3 backups of the game, this card is as important as it will ever be.
Yeah.
Past that point, doesn't care.
Yeah,
I don't
but
care.
I think there's other backups that redo what it does, so
There-
like it doesn't
there are-
matter.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: Ice doesn't need backups.
Yeah.
Ice has so many.
I'll
fucking
just,
backups.
I'll just,
It's hard to choose. at this
yeah, I'll just play Vincent and lock it down anyways. Like,
Yeah, but Vincent's a bit slower. You don't want to play Vincent to lock down 1. You want to play Vincent to lock
I'll
down
play
maybe 2 or 3.
mathematician.
yeah, there's options.
Locks down a certain number.
Yeah,
Mathematician's not its name.
yeah.
I know it's.
I just never remember its name. And mathematician's what comes to my head.
It's not Artemisian.
It's
It might be.
Arth-
No. I don't remember
arithmetic.
what it is. Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, but that's better.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
I would-
Comments.
I would rather have a Unalesca than this.
Yep.
Rather have Setzer if you're playing Ice
Yeah.
6. You could have
There's better options for 2-cost backups that can do something for your deck.
Alpha Hanahim. You can't special summon anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Solemn Judgment.
Jesus Christ. Move on. We're moving
Next
on.
card.
Edward.
Yustola.
Stop summons.
Yustola is a 4-cost 8K. She actually comes in this really cool box that I had over here earlier. Where did I put it? Is it down over here? Oh, it's down.
She's a hero, and she's dressing for the weather. She's wearing a fur coat in
for
an Ice and Ice card.
Yustola is a 4-drop 8K Scion of the 7th Dawn. What is that? Oh my, yeah.
card.
DFF category 14. If your opponent has 2 or less cards in their hand, she gains haste. That's solid. And then when she attacks, you choose a 4 the opponent controls, deal 9K damage minus 1K for each card in your opponent's hand. Honestly, in Ice Fire,
This
she's
card's
really
really
cool.
good.
She's just super solid. She's a hero, right?
Yep.
Yeah. She comes in this cool DFF box.
I'm upset she
which I
doesn't come
think
as
is
a
worth
full
getting.
art in here.
Fair.
Yeah.
She comes as a non-foil full art, which I think is upsetting more than anything.
What was that? There's the full art.
Like it's a
Look at those
non-foil full
perky
art and a
ears.
foil regular card, and it's very upsetting. 'Cause
I don't know
rather
why
be
they did it though.
backwards.
I don't like that.
I'd rather be back.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I think this card's super
Especially
cool.
her fucking face on the box.
She's another Scion, but it's another Yustola to add for name clashing.
yeah, it's so
title
good.
is great.
Generally, though, under Ice or in any deck that likes to discard and also likes to deal damage to things, I think like Fire Ice,
Yep.
she's really good. Ice Space in general, she's good because she would have haste.
There is no other Ice Ishtola, so having an Ice Ishtola is nice because the decks that don't have any Ishtolas to begin with, this gives them
I have
a
our new title
non.
deck.
A
I have the
non
new title deck we're gonna build. It is 14 mono Ishtola.
with all the
I
Minphilias.
thought it would be, especially because of the DFF stuff, to just build mono Cecil. Because you can build mono. Currently, the cards that I know that you can build mono decks for, just a slight tangent, is Yustola, Gilgamesh. Funniest shit when we get to Lightning. Cecil, and we just said it. Yustola, Gilgamesh, Cecil, and Lightning.
Yeah.
Mono Lightning. Like mono Lightning, right? No, like the character Lightning. Which is doable. It's super funny. But yeah, so that's cool. I'd like to see people just do that in Title. We just pick a character and build a mono deck based around that character.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this card's an easy 4, maybe a 5, depending on how well she does.
I think it's a 4.
In
I give
tournament
it a
scene.
4.
I think she doesn't do enough to be a 5. I think she does plenty.
She
to
does
be a
good.
4.
She does the one thing that Ice always struggles to do, and that's deal damage to undulled dudes.
Yep.
And she can,
That's
which
fine.
I think is fine. Next one, Reaper. James.
Reaper.
Does this have a full art? No. Okay.
It's a 3-cost standard unit, Cat 14. When Reaper enters the field, select one of the 2 following actions. Choose one dual forward of cost 3 or less, break it, your opponent discards a card, and he's multiplayable as a 5K. Oh, that's not the worst. That's actually not bad. He's a 3-cost that forces your opponent to discard a card, or you kill a dude, a dual forward that's probably been dulled by you.
I don't like that it's just clip art. Mm-hmm. I don't like that it's a 3-cost.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's real neat they reprinted Thaumaturgy as a 1-drop higher.
Basically, yeah.
It's real neat.
True.
I don't know why.
I mean, I'll just Renoa this. You can discard 2 cards, please.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's no reason. Anything that flickers this, you just discard 2.
Yep.
This card, like, if you build the right deck, is just an instant 3-up with Renoa. And
Yeah.
You just snipe your opponent's entire hand on turn 3 and go, cool pass.
Like, because your turn 1 play can turn into turn 1 Argus, build like a Kate Sith backup. I'll remove a card. Okay, cool, pass. Turn 3, play this.
Well, here,
discard
turn
1.
I'll pay 2, play the back that says I get a crystal and you discard a card.
Oh, yeah, the 4 CP one? Yeah.
Cool. Turn 2, I'll pitch. You discard a card. Pitch these other 2. Play Renault. Pitch another card.
Yeah, it's just.
Did you
you're just
play
making it
anything
harder.
last turn? Well, you're gonna draw with no hand in this turn. So please continue.
I think it's cool. I'd like to see how it's played. I guess.
I think it's
there's
gonna
not
be really
too
good.
much I like about this card per se.
It's like-
Honestly, I think I'm at the point
3 in
where
the middle.
Yep.
I would put it less, but I want to see how people do with it, and then I'll
I
go
think
from
just hard discard for free.
there. It's a wait and see for
Yeah.
me.
just cool.
With selective break.
I wish it was random discard personally. I've actually become a fan of the random discard because then they can get rid of things that they don't want to without realizing.
Yeah.
Especially if you go, hey, discard a card, and they pitch something they don't want, and then you random them after to make the chances worse for them. Yeah. Next one, Renoa. James, go.
Renoa, it's a 3-drop backup resistance fighter.
Cat 8.
Cat 8, and then Tatra Rhythm.
Theater rhythm.
If you can cast summons removed by Renoa's ability anytime you can normally cast them. When she enters the field, you choose to summon your break zone removed from the game. This card's real neat.
I just play Man in Black.
I think this is a cool one of in ice.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the
My
thing.
issue is that she's a 3-cost backup that removes only one summon, and she's not. We got poisoned by Man in Black being able to recur, like constantly remove summons to cast. She only does it once, and I just don't like that.
I understand. Trust me, I get it.
I hope we get
I
a
want
backup
ice to
that's
be
once
good.
per turn.
Mm-hmm.
That I hope we get an ice backup at some point once per turn where it says when this unit becomes tapped, you get to remove a summon for free, and then you can cast it. Same with Renova's.
That seems broken as shit.
Yeah.
But it's once per turn. It's hard. It's hard cast. It's hard capped.
She's a 1.
I think she's a solid 3.
You guys can put her higher. That's
2.
fine.
She's a solid 3.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. There's more, right?
Yeah.
Or is that
Lufenian.
Okay,
There's
two more.
cool. Lufenian. Ooh, I want to do this because Strangers of Paradise. And it's my go anyways because you somehow skipped Oliver skipped you. Whatever.
You did 2 in a row.
Did I?
Yep.
What 2?
You did Minwu and Ashtola.
He read Minwu.
I read Minwu.
Then you did Ashtola.
I did Yustola. And then he
you
did.
who
He took
I
your
did
Reaper.
Reaper.
And then I did Renault.
Yeah.
I got
When Lufenian enters the field, if you control only one backup, your opponent discards 1 card. Hey, remember how I said that the standard units are busted because they count whenever, basically in the early game? This card just says play a discard.
Yep.
We got rid of Thaumaturge because he did that. Not just because he was a forward.
backup.
Gesper's the same thing.
It's a backup.
He was a forward that did it.
Thaumaturge yours. I meant Lufinian's a backup.
Oh yeah, sure.
But
Lufenian's
it's a
backup,
multiplayable.
and it's multiplayable.
So if you break your own backup somehow, you're just like, I'll play another one.
I get it only works as the first backup play, but if you open with it, it really sets you ahead in the game, in my opinion, because of that.
But Ice needs
gross.
that.
But late game it does shit all.
It
Yeah.
does. Unless you're playing for backup destruction, then it's still pretty solid. But yeah, cards.
I did last
cards
one,
like
you
it
guys
too.
skipped me with that
2.
one time.
All right, James, you get the next one.
Mercen Arbiter.
I feel like he really wanted this one.
It looks cool. It's a 5
No,
drop.
wait, it's a typo, James. Let me read it.
5 drop Lassie.
He was still gonna go on anyways.
Typo forward.
5 drop Lassie, typo
You cannot
forward.
play Mercen Arbiter
You cannot play Russian Arbiter
or a card named Sid Olstein
or a card named Sid Alstein.
while you while already controlled by their character. Pay 0, choose a forward, break it. You can only use the ability if your opponent has no cards in hand during your turn and only once per turn. This card's actually really neat.
2.
It's not good.
If you can
It's a
consistently,
2.
get this off, sure. But
That Thaumaturge you were working on.
like discard's cool. I like it, whatever. But I feel like your opponent's almost always gonna have 1 to 2 cards in hand, especially with the way the game's played currently. People like to keep cards in hand for extra reasons. Like I just don't see this card being used, and it costs 5, which is meh.
Hefty.
Could be better. Is that it?
Yep,
That's it
last
for
card.
Ice.
Ice. Cool. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I forgot to do the housekeeping at the beginning, so here's at the end. Be sure to check out our Patreon at patreon.com.
.com/TCG University.
And always for our
Check
lovely
all those
patrons
links.
at the very end here, your names are going to be up there as always. Yeah. Say your cool tagline.
Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe.
I already said that.
Stay learned.
I'm going to fight this man.